UFOs and black Israelites' infatuation with them. Did you know that there are some people that believe that after the Battle of Armageddon, which happens north of Israel, Jesus Christ destroys the armies and the world powers at Armageddon, north of Israel? These individuals believe that Jesus Christ picks up the bodies, or whether dead or alive, via UFO and takes them from north of Israel all the way to America and drops them off there. Why? Because they believe the lake of fire is America, or will be in America. When the book of Revelation tells you at the Battle of Armageddon, they're thrown to the lake of fire there, showing you that the lake of fire is in proximity to what you would call the Middle East, not oceans away and continents away in America. Tune in this Friday where we're breaking down the whole book of Revelation and other bizarre things and giving you the correct understanding. This Friday, TGC Ministries on YouTube. This Friday, TGC Ministries on YouTube. Shalom.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh Baal Shemel, Shai Baal Shemai, Kodash, the blood of Swai, apostles and elders, very millstone. Peace and blessings be unto the elect. This is Brother Dawodah from the Jewish Detroit camp. Coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Baal Shemel, Shai Baal Shemai, Kodash. Today I'm to do another in transit. Today we're going to be going into this short little clip. So at the beginning of this lesson, the Lord's will this video be edifying. Now, you have the words of this guy, Hakah. Right, his folly. Now, I'm gonna play it again. We're gonna stop it periodically. All right. This guy, he's at this point, he's just saying whatever he can say that's controversial in order to get people to flock to his channel. You know, and notice that he continues to use the word Black Hebrew Israelites. All right. Now Nate was doing the same thing. You know, those black Hebrew Israelites. I'm sorry, those bum black Hebrew Israelites. Nate said that same thing. You know, look, these guys, they definitely sold out. That's why he's saying black Hebrew Israelites. He knows damn well. I mean, look, there's brothers in the camp that are white, or look so-called white, I should much rather say. You know, which, by the way, my main channel has a strike on it. All right, this is why I'm posting on this channel. You know, so I'll be able to re-upload in about a week, maybe about 6 days now. I had a strike yesterday. Yeah, let's play this. Let's pause it throughout.
UFOs and black Israelites' infatuation with them.
Now, infatuation means an obsession. All right, there's a reason why we don't like to use big words. Because a lot of our people, they haven't gone to these different colleges and, these different other institutions, of so-called higher learning. So, if we use a big word, we usually explain it. But this guy, he likes using these $2 words, all right? Infatuated, eschatology, hermeneutics, what's the other one that they use? So other terms as well. They like using that because they want to sound like they're deep. And Jake loved to hear from someone that's so-called deep, because Jake want to be deep. But the Apostle Paul said, "I did not come unto you using enticing words of man's wisdom." All right, this is not about that. It's not about using these $50 words. This group is known for doing that because they want you to look at them as if there's some gurus in the knowledge, when in reality, they have need that one teach them again. Let's keep going.
Did you know that there are some people that believe that after the Battle of Armageddon, which happens north of Israel, Jesus Christ destroys the armies and the world powers at Armageddon?
Armageddon, which in the Hebrew is Harmageddon, meaning mountain of troops, is referring to World War III. It's not a singular battle. All right? It's not a singular battle. It's the war, the last world's war, World War III, which that'll take place. It tells you where it's going to take place. He said north of Israel. I don't know where he got that from. It'll take place in so-called Saudi Arabia. It tells you that in the book of Joel. I'll remove him remove the northern army far from you and drive him into a land barren and desolate. That's so-called Saudi Arabia. With his face toward the east sea and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. All right? So it gives you the geographical location or the location on the planet. Geo means earth. All right. It gives you the location where that world war will take place. And moreover, the scriptures also speak about it came to me on the left. Basically, yeah, that's where World War III is going to take place in so-called Saudi Arabia. All right. So he said north of the land of Israel. Like, where did you get that from? Where are the troops amassing? Right? Where are these different troops amassing? Let's keep going.
North of Israel. These individuals believe that Jesus Christ picks up the bodies, or whether dead or alive, via UFO.
I don't know what group he's referring to. I don't know where he got that. The scriptures do indeed speak about the Lord raising up and beaming up those that are alive and raising up those that are dead, which is referring to the elect and the elect alone. All right? That's what that's referring to. I don't know where he got that bit of madness from.
It takes them from north of Israel all the way to America and drops them off there.
I don't know of any Israelite group that teaches that. So he should have, scripture says prove all things. He should have listed his source. He should have, posted the video wherein whoever it was that was teaching said that, because I've never heard that out of any Israelite group. And again, the scriptures do indeed say prove all things and lay hold to that, which is good, roughly paraphrasing.
Why? Because they believe the lake of fire is America.
The lake of fire is America. Read Revelation, the 18th chapter. All right, Revelation 18. All right, Daniel, the 7th chapter. All right, Job, the 20th chapter. There's many different scriptures that speaks about Job 18. There's many different scriptures that speaks about the destruction of America. All right, poetically. The destruction of America is that lake of fire. All right, lake of fire is not in the Middle East. All right.
Will be in America. When the book of Revelation tells you at the Battle of Armageddon,
he keeps saying the Battle of Armageddon, like it's as if it's just one big battle, or you got a big army on one side, big army on the other side, and it's just a one-day event. All right, Armageddon, when you read that in the scriptures, is referring to World War III. It's not just a singular battle. This is talking about a war. The scripture speaks about 3 woes. All right, World War I, World War II, and World War III. That World War III is known as Armageddon. Armageddon, meaning mountain of troops.
UFOs and black Israelites infatuation is America, or will be in America. When the book of Revelation tells you at the Battle of Armageddon, they're thrown into the lake of fire there, showing you that the lake of fire is in proximity to what you would call the Middle East.
Lake of fire is not in the Middle East. All right. Lake of fire is not in the so-called Middle East. Where did you even get this? He pulled up this crazy document a few months ago, going into this madness. The reason why he's coming with this new controversy is because he wants more followers. Which is why he switched up the doctrine. The Gentiles can make it. Lake of fire is not America. It's in the Middle East. He switched up the doctrine. The scriptures speak about a man that is a heretic after the first or second admonition reject. And this guy is a heretic. Which a heretic is one that teaches a heresy, something outside of the gospel, something outside of the doctrine. And that's what these two, Hakah and Assad, have done. All right?
Not oceans away and continents away in America. Tune in.
And then he wants you to tune in because it's all about money with this guy. All right? Apparently, the Lord set these two up to get you straight. Because all the doctrines which have been taught for decades has been wrong. But the Lord gave it to these two? No. It don't work like that. All right. And now he got the cap back on. Now he's like this guy. He's sold out. That's the simplest way for me to put it. The lake of fire is America. All right. When you read Revelation the 18th chapter, it speaks about that land wherein men were made rich. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. America is the number one consumer nation. All right. Point blank. Period. These nations, they sell their wares over here and they make a big buck. All right, not in the Middle East. Revelation 18 is pointing to America. It speaks about how the nations sell their wares here, how they make their money here, all right, how they're going to be upset when America gets destroyed. Not because they feel bad, but because they won't be able to make any more money off this place. And it speaks about the destruction. That is not referring to the so-called Middle East. All right, he went off on that. All right, and again, I don't know any group that's saying that the Lord's going to beam up, some military troops, dead or alive, and bring them to America and drop them off so they can partake in the lake of fire. I've never heard that. He should have put that within the video, or made a reference to who it is that said that, because I've never heard that. Seemed like he just pulled that one out of thin air. All right, and notice. Black Israelites. There's a reason why he's saying that. Black Hebrew Israelites, black Israelites. When we keep saying, look, you got brothers that are so-called Mexican, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan, brothers from different parts of the world. But you're using the term black Israelites. This guy's a reprobate. Anyways, I was just going to make this a quick hit. All praises, honors, and glories be to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh, Shai, Ba'ashim, Kodash. I'm Lord of my apostle, names of Millstone. Peace, blessings be unto the elect. Shalom.